Greetings all. I want to talk about a matter that's been trending lately, and it has to do with the origin of the Ikwerre people, whether the Ikwerre people are Igbos or not. People have come out to give their opinion. Some saying the Ikwerres are Igbos, others saying that the Ikwerres are not Igbos. And it's important for me, who has done a lot of research on Ikwerre customs and tradition, to share my views with you on this matter. My first book, Outstanding Customs and Tradition of Ikwerre People, Volume 1, was published in 1996. Volume 2 was done in 1998. Okurume was published in 2001, and so forth and so on. But I'm not here to regale you with the books I've written on Ikwerre customs and traditions. We are here to look at are the Ikwerres Igbos or not. Before I proceed, I want to introduce myself. My name is Solomon Ogutum. I'm from Romamasi, Inobiakpo local government area of Rivers State. Romamasi is in Oropotoma Kingdom, Evo clan of your local government area. And in trying to look at whether the Ikwerres are Igbos or not, I will basically use two approaches. The first approach is what I call Igboism. Igboism is simply the study of the peculiar characteristics of the Igbo people. What makes an Igbo man? If you say that this man is an Igbo man, what are those things you will see? What are those things that are prevalent? What are those things that are visible for all to see before you can say this man is an Igbo person? Ordinarily, I want to start with the issue of language. Now, I don't want to confuse people because I will do another video on the origin of the Ikwerres. And when I do that, I will talk about language. Now, talking about language will confuse a lot of people. I don't want to go that route. The Opopo man today speaks the Igbo language. The Boni man also speak the Igbo language. But they have their own language, which is Ibani. So when I want to talk about the history of Ikwerre people, and now I will now talk about language. But in looking at whether the Ikwerres are Igbos, I will look at I will adopt an approach known as Igboism. Igboism means the study of the peculiar characteristics of the Igbo people, the state of Igbohood, if you can put it that way. And in doing this, I will look at the Igbo DNA. So persons will say, does the Igbo man have a DNA? Yes, he has, just like other tribes, just like other races, just like other people, other ethnic groups. There are things you will see, and then you say, this is an Igbo man, or this is an Igbo community. And top on that list is the market day. The Igbo man has a 4 days market system of Eke, Ori, Afano. Without exception, it applies to every Igbo community, whether it's in Ebonyi, whether it's in Anambra, whether it is in Abia, Imo, or Enugu. Every Igbo man you see, or every Igbo community, you either have the Ori market or you have the Eke market. Recently, when he was talking about why he denounced Christianity and all of that, Ogezu, a renowned Nollywood movie producer, said that the market days are the cardinal forces that regulate the activities in Igbo land. They are like the cosmic forces. Market days to the Igbo man is not just market day. There are a lot of attachments, birth of people, deaths, burials, and all of them. Recently, Beatrice Ekweremadu, the wife of Senator Ekweremadu, was released from London prison, and the CDC chairman talked and said that today is Ori Day. To tell you the significance he's trying to place on market days, and there's a lot of jubilation because today is Ori Day. Now, in every Igbo community, without exception, you have these 4 market days. But in Ikwerre land, you have a 5-week day. Oku, Nim, Riabu, Asarabu, and Namaki. Now, the Igbo system is totally different from that of the Ikwerre man in terms of market days. But then I won't be telling all the truth if I say that there are no Ikwerre communities that also have Ike, Ori, Afo, and Oko. But that does not make them Igbo communities. These are influences from trade, from religion, from interaction, from marriages, and all of that. And if you go to these Ikwerre communities, you don't see anything like Ori market. You don't see anything like Eke market. The market in Ikwerre does not play the role it plays in Igbo land. For those who have that Eke, Ori, Afanoko. It is also said that these market days, control finance in Igbo land. In Ikwerre, we don't know anything about such a market days. I think the only exception seems to be the Eke Oma market in Elele. So sometimes when I see Yao Choko saying that he's an Igbo man, I begin to wonder where that is coming from. But having said that, we also look at the next issue, which is greeting. Greeting is a form of identification. It's a form of identity among a group of people. People who share the same interests greet themselves in a particular way. If you meet a Muslim or a Muslim meets a Muslim, you say, Assalamu alaikum. And the other man replies, Malaikum salam. It's a form of identity among the Muslims. If you are not a Muslim, you won't be greeting people that way. If you go to Akwa Ibom, the Bible man says, if you be a son, then they answer. That's their own form of greeting. If you go to Igbo land, they also have their peculiar form of greeting, which is Igbo Kwenu, Igbo Kwenu, Igbo Kwezonu. That's their own part of greeting in Igbo land. It's peculiar to them. The same way, if you come to Ikwerre land, the Ikwerres will also have their own form of greeting, which is Ikwerre Are Not Igbo, Ikwerre Are Not Igbo, Ikwerre Are Not Igbo, Ikwerre Are Not Igbo, and it must be said 4 times. Unlike that of the Ikwerre, that of the Igbos, which is 3. That of the Ikwerre must be said 4 times. If you don't greet an Ikwerre man 4 times, it's not complete. We even have a proverb, Ibeku Bebeku Eze. The greeting that is said to a king is 4 times, because even Ikwerre man sees himself as a king. But that's neither here nor there. Now, having said that, we have looked at the issue of the market days that is different. We have also looked at the issue of the greeting that is different. The next one is the issue of commerce. You see, there's something you cannot take away from the Igbo man, and that is his enterprising nature. The Igbo people are the most hardworking and resourceful set of people I've seen. Very hardworking and resourceful. You can't take that away from the Igbo man. Why the Ikwerre man is a bit laid back. In fact, the comparison between the Ikwerre man and the Igbo man is like life in Port Harcourt and life in Lagos, even though Lagos is owned by the Yorubas. It's just compare the two lives. People get up early in the morning, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., they start struggling. Now, we have a lot of people who do scavenging job from the north. I won't call them all Hausa people, because even in the north, they have different ethnic groups. The Igbo man is a man, he will carry something on his head, he will go this and he will go there. You go to a community, you don't see any person, you see the Igbo man living with his wife there, and his kids is the one supplying them kerosene. Very hardworking and resourceful. Even when they don't mind taking many jobs, in as much as they're able to take care of themselves. It's a good thing if you ask me. 80% of the Igbos do very well. They're also captains of industries, employers of labor, professionals, technocrats all over. Talk of inventions, talk of people who are really moving forward, driving the economy. The Igbo man is there. 80% of the Igbo man is there. On the other side too, we also have these other 3 or 5% of the Igbos who are ruthless on this other side, who will do anything for money, which is alien to the Ikwerre man. Now, you talk of Otokoto, the Igbo man is there. You talk of Okija Shrine, the Igbo man is there. You talk of Alawanya Asaba, the Igbo man is there. You talk of Akwa Okoko Tiwaraki, the Igbo man is there. All kinds and all sorts of absurdities coming in. You see, in Ikwerre land, this issue of Egwusi, Ogwego, is alien to the Ikwerre person. The Ikwerre man, when Ikwerre man says Egwusi, why? He's trying to interpret what the Igbo man says, that is Ogwego, that's Egwusi, why in Ikwerre. It's alien to the Ikwerre man. The Ikwerre man does not go through that route at all. He doesn't even know it until he started starting with Igbo they introduce and all of that. So these are the things we are talking about. Why the Igbo man is very hardworking and very resourceful, up and doing the Ikwerre man is a bit laid back. That's not to say that the Ikwerre man does not work hard, but there is that extra push, can do anything to get anything to do this. It's just not there in the Ikwerre man. In fact, any person who looks at the Ikwerre man's lifestyle and looks at that of the Igbo man and still conclude that the Ikwerres are part of the Igbo, the person is not a sincere person. Sincerity is not the person, because sincerity is something a lot of people talk about, but they hardly comply with. Now, having said that, having looked at this issue of comments, we are also looking at the issue of adventure. Adventure. The Igbo man is everywhere. From here, he's there, the other place is there, the other one is there, the other this thing is everywhere, the Igbo man is there. During Christmas period, you come to Ikwerre land, you don't see this thing, just few celebrations, but the Igbo man, wherever he is, will go home. Some people will tell you, instead of me not to go home during Christmas, that Christmas they go postpone it. And he means it. They'll go home, do their distance, that is there, because that's period all of them return. That does not happen here in Ikwerre land. The Ikwerre man is different from the Igbo man. Now, having said that, the Ikwerres, we have names we call our neighbors. The Eleme man, after Elena, is Akwajo. The Ikwerre man calls the Eleme man Nyempon. The Ikwerre man calls the Okreka man, who are our neighbors, Iwoma. The Ikwerre man calls the Okreka person, who are our neighbors, Urukwo, near Urukwo. In similar vein, we call the Igbos Isoma. Even the Ikwerre people who don't have ties, who don't share boundaries with Igbos, they call the Igbo man Isoma. It doesn't matter whether it's Ikwerre of Elele or Ubima, where Amechi is from, Elele, where Uchakuku is from. It doesn't matter whether it's that of Rumuji, it doesn't matter whether it's the extreme, like Rumeko, or it is Rumekwe, Emoha, or Bakari. Isoma is Isoma. Igbo man, in his write-up, Kensaroua said that the Ikwerre man is different from the Igbo man. The Ikwerre man calls the Igbo man Isoma. And that is the truth. Having said that, let's go to the next issue. And that has to do with the issue of Akayamanel. If you are an Ikwerre man and your mother is from Ikwerre, you are called DLDC Sato. You enjoy some privileges, which is not available or is not there for even other Ikwerre people. But if your mother is an Ikwerre woman and the person passes on, your mother's people will indicate where they want it to be buried. They give them a knife, they go to the place, they show different places. Okay, I want our son to be buried. He indicates, and then they retrieve the knife from him. It's okay, or he goes, if they want, they retrieve the knife by paying some money. If he likes, he goes home with the knife, if they so desire. And if you look at these issues, these things are not, if you are not an Ikwerre person, I asked Chief Nelson Chukwu of blessed memory. He told me categorically, one of the leading sources I use, we and Igbo people don't exchange Akama Nelly. No. But if you're an Ikwerre person and your mother is from Omerelu, tell us where you want it. If you're an Ikwerre person and your mother is from Ndele, but if you're an Igbo person, showing that the Ikwerres are one. different from the Igbos. Having said that, we also have the Obutu institution. If you are an Ikwerre man and you're married to more than one wife, the first wife is an Obutu, the second wife is an Achama, the third is Achama, the fourth is Achama. All other wives, apart from the first wife, is an Obutu. And even if your first wife dies, or did not give birth to the first son, or she goes, there's a divorce, you cannot replace her. You cannot have an Obutu together. She continues to remain the Obutu. All other wives from 2 to this Chama. So when say, I don't have any connection with Benin, when I want to talk about the Ikwerre history proper, when I will take that holistic approach, I will talk about the Obutu institution. I will also talk about Nyerisioro. When people talk of the similarity between the Ikwerre and the Igbo, I wonder, say, where do they see these similarities? Where are the similarities? In dance, is different. In the Igbo culture, they have masquerade. There is no Igbo culture that masquerade does not play a very important role. In Ikwerre culture, nothing like that exists. Oh, initiate somebody into a masquerade call. Oh, this masquerade is here. This masquerade club plays this. No, if Ikwerre man does this masquerade, it's purely a form of entertainment and nothing else. And I've gone around Igbo land. I've never seen any masquerade with 2 knives cleaning the thing on his leg. I've not seen that. You understand me? Owuru mi soma piangama. Ogi ibiri. I don't understand where this similarity, where this Ikwerre and Igbo is. In our dietary regulation is different. If you see an Igbo man eating, but what he does is he finishes eating and then he begins to eat his protein. That is how a typical Igbo person is trained. But you don't do that with an Ikwerre person. There's no etc. in the food. Very winkle. How? Otokorozela, Mbazela. How does that? The Ikwerre man, very much. I won't eat it. That is the Ikwerre man for you. Our dietary regulations are different. Dance different. Marriage different. What is cardinal in Ikwerre marriages is Esau. In Ikwerre land, the first daughter's bride price is different from that of the second daughter, is different from that because it is rooted in Esau, which is conspicuously absent. The Igbos don't know what Esau means. So how are we different? If we are different in dance, we are different in music, we are different in marriages, we are different in greeting, we are different in market days. So where are the similarities people are talking about? It is not there. It's just the figment of people's imagination. Even an approach to life and an outlook is different. So please, the Ikwerre man is different from the Igbo man. The Ikwerre man calls the Igbo man Isoma. Isoma is not derogatory. It's a name we call our neighbor, just the way we call a Yelebe man Nyemboy, Okreka man Iwoma, Kalabari man Nyeruku. It's the same way we call our neighbor. The Ikwerre and the Igbos are not brothers. We are neighbors. And if you ask me, a good neighbor is like a friend. And as Akwa Ibom people say, a good friend is better than a bad brother. So people should stop all these issues. People should stop deceiving themselves. I will speak more on this matter. And then we'll bring some other things to bear. And then expose other ways that people, really don't want to talk. Even in language. People say, Ikwerre is dialect of Igbo and all that. There are things in Ikwerre language that is not found in Igbo language. Yes, the Igbo language is more advanced and developed than the Ikwerre language. But that does not to say that there are no things in the Ikwerre language that you don't find in the Igbo language. Let's take marriage for instance, for example. If a man is getting married in Igbo land, the man is getting married. The woman is getting married, or Iludi, the woman is getting married. Now, in Ikwerre land, it's not the same thing. The man marries. But when it is the woman you are referring to, when Yabogizi. So if you say Oboliji, you are referring to a woman. Oboizi has to do with women. Olumwere has to do with the man. Why the same thing is used in Igbo language for both the man and the woman? There are other things like a diba. There are words in Ikwerre language that is not found in the Igbo language. Even though the Igbo language, we agree, is more developed than the Ikwerre language. So please, until the next 72 hours when I come your way again, I want you to ponder on this matter. Thank you very much.